Hi, everybody. It's Helen McConnell from helenmcconnell.com, and it's Thursday again. We're going to do a courage card tapping session. So get yourself comfortable. It'll just be about total of about 10 minutes. Join me, won't you? So uh today's courage card is ditch the drama. And here's what it says. I'm going to read what it says, give you a little insight. I haven't read it today, so I don't know what's going to happen. Then we'll do a little tapping. Ditch the drama. Drama thrives on masks, on pretending, posturing, and protecting an image. But holding up a facade is exhausting. Where in your life are you acting instead of being real? The more you stay in character, the more conflict and confusion take hold, draining your energy. Step off the stage of old roles and scripted reactions. Drop the performance, rewrite the narrative, and let your authenticity take center stage. Boy, well, that's really kind of the best message is be yourself. That simplifies things. But where in your life do you sort of what that card says to me is we get defensive when we're not authentic. When something comes up and we run the risk of someone uncovering who we really are. A lot of times people will get defensive and that creates drama. So I invite you to just notice where drama shows up in your life. I'm trying to, I've done a lot of work and I don't have a lot of drama in my life. And that's because I do my best not to react to other people, right? Occasionally it'll come up, but I know when I was younger, there was a lot of drama in my life. And I'm going to tell you why that was, and maybe you'll relate and we can do some tapping. So, the times in my life where there was the most drama was I was pretty young, between 20 and 30, that era. And I didn't know how to communicate clearly. I was afraid to speak my mind. I was afraid to tell my truth. I was afraid to be me. And once I decided to become me, a lot of things changed. So I invite you, notice what does it feel like if I say, I just want you to be yourself? Just feel what that feels like. I don't want a story necessarily, but notice where in your body gets uncomfortable when you think about being authentically you in all the areas of your life. Just feel into it. And I'm kind of sensing that it might be, I'm pointing down here into my upper gut, but you might feel it someplace else. But we're going to use that as our tapping target, this energy in the gut when we're not in alignment with who we are, with our divinity. So take a deep breath. God, I can really feel it in my gut. So I must be empathically feeling what a lot of people feel. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath. I want you to notice where you feel it, what that feeling is like, the energy in your body around being inauthentic and creating drama. And rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Where do you feel? What's the intensity of it right now? As I sense into this thing I'm feeling, I'd say in my gut right now, it feels like about a 4 or a 5. You might feel it higher or lower, and that's fine. Just tap along and see what comes up for you. Okay, we're going to tap on the side of the hand and say, even though I feel this energy in my gut, and you can repeat that, when I think about the drama in my life and the inauthenticity, say, I love and accept myself completely. And even though I don't feel safe always being authentic, I love and accept myself. And even though I feel this energy in my gut at about a 4 or a 5, I love and accept myself, and I choose to recognize that this energy in my gut is putting me on notice that I'm not being authentic. And that's okay. Right? Don't beat yourself up if you discover that you're not authentic. Okay. Just please don't beat yourself up. Tap on top of your head and say, this energy in my body on the eyebrow, it seems to activate side of the eye when I'm inauthentic. Under the eye, when I tell a lie, under the nose, when I'm afraid to be who I am, on the chin, when I judge myself, collarbone, when I'm afraid others are judging me, under the arm, when I'm out of alignment. Okay, we're just doing a short tapping around here, just to kind of stir things up a little bit so you can get more of a sense of what's really going on. All right. And and invite you to begin to take action to ditch the drama. What if you didn't have to get defensive? What if you didn't have to be in a fight with somebody because you don't like what they say or they don't like what you say? We have to learn how to communicate and be okay. We don't have to be right or wrong, but just to clearly communicate without causing others to feel defensive and without becoming defensive ourselves. This is our this is our human dilemma right now. We need to learn to communicate. Okay. Take a deep breath. Let's ditch the drama. Let's make a commitment to ditch the drama. I promise you that as you begin to ditch your own drama, in other words, don't react, but don't stuff, just keep tapping. As your life gets a little calmer and a little calmer and a little calmer, you will stop inviting drama into your life. You'll think something's gone wrong because it's not dramatic anymore. But that's not wrong. Where you're aligning yourself with your own inner peace. All right, I hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next Thursday.